Like I said, had a lot going on the past couple days. Haven't been able. Shalom, y'all. Shalom. Good to see everybody coming in. Shalom, shalom. We got a good lesson today. As you could tell by, let's make sure this thing gets all the way up and running. But as you could tell by the name, we're right. We just gonna get it. All right. I think there's an issue with the stream, so I'm gonna make sure everything's up and going good. Y'all let me know if the audio's good in there. Let me know if you could hear me okay. I'm gonna mute everything so there's no interruptions, okay? And we're gonna get into this topic, and I'm gonna show you an aspect of which, if you want to call it biblical masculinity, if you want to call it biblical manhood, if you want to call what it means to be a man, you call it whatever you want. But we're gonna really get after it. Got a lot of good notes. I'm gonna definitely tie it into book. I'm gonna book it. All right, and we're gonna do this. I think it's gonna be. Let me see. I think it's gonna be a good lesson, and it's really gonna kind of bottom line some things. People be able to see, be able to diagnose, whether, you know, that it'll really make it clear. Excuse me. What it is, being a man, or whatever you want to call it. It'll put the relationship dynamics and understanding. It'll make it very clear what's going to be broken down right here. Okay. Because I think it's going to clear up why I teach a lot of what I teach. Okay. Because it's like, man, when I look at what's coming, when I look at, you know, you look at the people running for president, you know, I'm sure that vice president's going to be a woman. And every time you know, from time to time, I get a chance to kind of peer into what's going on out there, you know, watch a regular television or something like that. And I mean, man, just in the past 2 years, it's been an aggressive shift to demasculate men, you know? And it's crazy. It's like they turn it up real slow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right. So, what we're going to do is, where are we going to start at here? I got a lot of... It's just... We'll start with these two. The traits, some traits of a biblical man versus the traits of, you know, girly men, if you want to say it like that. But and we've even down here, Straitway, Florida, down here, we've been having this discussion also down here on really breaking all this down. So, fear and confrontation. Okay. A biblical, when you look at what the Bible, you know, if you're gonna be a biblical man, if you're gonna be a biblical husband, and if you're gonna be a biblical father, it's gonna be confrontation. You're gonna have to just go head on with some stuff. Okay, so let's look up. All right, hold on one sec. There we go. Eh, let me get a better. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Maybe oppositional would be a better way to define it. Let me see, is that. There we go. Let me see. Nah, I think confrontation is better. So check this out. What I got is when you're in these relationships, when you're part of being a man is sometimes you just have to speak up, come direct, even though you know that the situation is going to be difficult or whatever. You got to come straight down the middle. When you look at how the word tells you to deal with situations, as far as when it, when you're in a feminized society, and you look at how the word tells you to operate as a man in your marriage or in your relationship, what your role is, what her role is, and you see in a society where it's the exact opposite. It's the total polar opposite of uh, of what the Bible calls for. So a lot of times, a lot of men, they get in these situations and come into this truth and realize how it's really supposed to be, and if they're not up for that battle, if they, because like the Bible says, the Most High, He's a man of war. You know, um, the book tells you, hey, it's a time for war. You know what I'm saying? The Bible tells you, husband, he needs to be able to rule his house well, not perfect, but well, have it in control. And then you look at what's widespread out here, is totally opposite from that. You know what I'm saying? You look at what society's pushing, is the total opposite from that. So what we have to do is we have to begin to really boil down the traits of masculinity, you know? And in order to get things in order, you have to be willing to confront things, take it head on. And that's how I mean it. Now, here's a definition I put up here. And here we go. It says confront, a hostile or argumentative meeting or situation between opposing parties. So dealing with a lot of these situations, getting a home in order, being a man, being and y'all be patient with me as I go through this, because you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about real soon. But being a man, especially in this feminized society that tries to make you everything but, it requires a man who does not have a spirit of fear, and it requires a man that's not so much confrontational, looking for confrontations, but isn't afraid of them, is comfortable with them, understands that, hey, that's just part of being who you be. You know what I'm saying? A man who's doesn't have a problem with uncomfortable situations. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that directly, I'll tell you what, before I came in this truth, one of the major fears, they said is one of the biggest fears of men is just approaching a woman, walking up and talking to them, especially one that's attractive that they might be interested in, you know. They and one of the things I found is a lot of women are, they could see, they could sniff, they could smell the fear in a second. And if you get a Jezebel woman and she smells that fear on you, she gonna get in a relationship with you because she knows she could control you, because she know you're not gonna really man up and get things in order and challenge her and this, that, and the other. The more healthy women aren't going to mess with fearful dudes and not going to be attracted to them. Because women are attracted to men. They're attracted to masculine qualities. Women are attracted to leaders. Women are attracted, now they'll never say this, but they're attracted to people who are willing to confront them on their BS. You know what I'm saying? In a righteous way. And when I say that, when I say confront them on their BS in a righteous way, not in a macho boy, oh, I'm confronting you on this so I can feel like a man type stuff, but just in a healthy way. Where it's like, hey, this is my standard, and I'm consistently enforcing it if something comes that's outside of it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm trying to paint a picture to you of the way a lot of men are. They just kind of oh, well, they buy into the Greco-Roman Catholic, Hebrew Catholic, Hebrew, Christian Hebrew, whatever you want to call it, that watered down, I call it the religious spirit. Oh, I gotta always be nice, and I got an icon for it now. I call it the cupcake spirit. See, I got the cupcake for it. It's that cupcake mommy, soft, weak, effeminate spirit. They, a lot of dudes go with that. And they're yes men, and they're going along with the tide of society, okay? And they're like rudderless ships, and they give their power to women. And what happens when you do that is, yeah, on the surface, it keeps the peace to a certain extent, but the woman's turned off. There's no core level of attraction to you as a man. This is just real basic foundational stuff that I'm talking about here, so it's not there, and it's just like I said, it's gonna be a turn off. And if I'll tell you what, man, because one of the things I've ever since I came into this, since I started doing this is back around when I was like 26 years old. Now I'm 43 or 44, something like that. I stopped counting, but that's pretty much where I'm at with age. But look, ever since I began getting into this around 26, I would talk to people who had been through divorces, or women had broke it off with them, and this, that, and the other. And where the woman broke it off with them, or where the relationship was just tumultuous and it ended up ending almost with 100%. Now, there's situations where you had dudes where the woman's just crazy and they just cut her off, but almost 100% consistency where the woman broke it off. Almost 100%. Almost, though, and I'm going to tell you what the other percentages were. But with almost 100% certainty, the man turned her off because he wasn't behaving he wasn't exemplifying, or I'll say, I'll make it better. He was exemplifying a spirit of fear, and he was non-confrontational. Okay? And then I got into the Bible, started studying the book, and I'm like, yo, the book's showing you. It says, like the Bible tells you on a fatherhood level, if you have a daughter, bow her head. Don't be a close friend, all buddy, chummy, this silly dad, with your daughters. Be a man. Keep them humble. You see that haughty spirit? Bow your head. Nah, not like that. But check that. Make sure. Shape them in a quiet, shamefaced woman. The reason why you got all these big mouth, haughty women out here is because they didn't have real men in their lives to humble them. And again, the reason why you gotta be confrontational or be willing to confront and not be fearful as a man is because when you begin implementing this and you check a daughter and try to get her in line, guess who's gonna come at you like, oh, you gotta discipline her like that? Yeah, why you talking to her like that? You ain't gotta do what he say if he talking. Yeah, I'm telling you, you got an uphill battle. Man, you gotta be, hey, but you gotta be about that life. You gotta be about that life, baby. About that action. Tour life, baby. All day, every day. No fear. You know what I'm saying? It's, yeah, I don't even put it on. That's just my skin, you know? But like I said, all the way up to the age of 26, that wasn't me. I was a simp dude. Here we go. Put that, I was one of them cupcakes. Well, that's what we're going to call it. Them cupcake ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Them go along to get along. Oh, you know, no contention. I'm a cupcake. You know, I was a pink cupcake. Chicks don't like pink cup. Women like cupcakes, you know, but they like men too. Hey, y'all, put a 100 up in there if you understand what I'm saying. I'm really trying to break this thing down clearly because it's an epidemic. And we ain't coming together unless we go straight like, and I look, that's the first dimension or the first, cause I like coming at it from all these different angles. So I feel like the first angle, the best angle to come at it from initially is shown in a relationship. But now we're going to come at it from a brother to brother, men dealing with men basis. Because, let me get that down from there. I hope y'all put 100s up in there if you feel it's 100. Hey, what I do? All right, there we go. Yeah. So we coming at it from there. Let me see what y'all talking about. I see y'all talking in there. Hey, I see Brother Josh in there. Brother Josh, hey, man. Straitway, Florida. If any of y'all in there watching, hey, did we not have an iron sharpen iron session up in that mug, man? Moses fired up in a good way, man. All right, so let me see what y'all saying. Brother Omar said, what if you're with a jerk? Oh, no, this is Sarah Omar. Good question. And like I said, I like this. We're going to really get down to this. Is the way we're going to get to the bottom of what I'm trying to explain. And trust me, I got notes that can be backed up with book. All right. But the way we're going to really get understanding on this is if you question it, challenge it. So let's see what she's saying. She said, what if you're with a jerk who beats on you and puts drugs and sleeping around and putting money in the wrong people's pockets and neglects you on every level? I'm packed and am leaving. Hold on. I'm packed and am leaving. He makes fun of the Most High and looks down on righteousness and makes fun of people who strive to be better. So look, if he beats you and this ain't, oh, I'm going to be done with him. You separate from him for your safety, okay? But this ain't, oh, I'm going to go marry this man over here now. No, you need to just leave him alone and pray on it. Pray against him. But yeah, separate yourself. Your life is in danger, okay? But I'm going to tell you this too, okay? You chose him. So that says a lot about your emotional makeup and your mindset and your decision-making ability. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. You women should not be out here. You women are not equipped to choose a man to marry. You need another man to sign off on you and another man to sign off on him. That's that. What you got popping there is this Greco-Roman romance, Roman romance ideology of relationships. The Hebraic ideology is no woman should be uncovered. Y'all cannot be out here without somebody over you making sure you're not getting deceived through your feelings and emotions. So I'm just saying it says a lot about your decision-making ability, because you picked a man and you couldn't discern that, yo, this dude sleeps around, he does drugs, he beats women. And men like that are attracted to women who got their butts out, their breasts out. You know, if a woman's covered up, dudes like that it won't even see you. You see what I'm saying? But I know y'all getting big mad, but I'm gonna answer it. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat stuff. You understand that though? Y'all know, cause she be in there. She said, I don't want to control anyone. I just need to work on myself. If the Most High wants me to be with someone, then he will bring him around. Yeah, but what you need to do is, again, if he's beating you and your life, that's your life's at risk, get away. And you need to be by yourself, pray, fast, seek the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And but don't get away from him. Oh, and I'm divorcing him and this, that, and the other. And then you go and now you go marry some other dude and you got all this. I'm telling you, what you need to do is separate from him, but you need to get under a righteous gray-haired man who could cover you in a fatherly way, not in a husband way, so that you ain't out there making decisions for yourself. Because you could, man, I know y'all getting big mad right now, but women are not equipped to be out here making decisions for themselves. This nation take full advantage of y'all's sensitivity. Okay? And I know that, and keep asking questions just to make sure I hit that correctly. I know folk getting pissed. I know Bishop Cupcake is not gonna say this because he want that paper from you. But I'ma tell you, because I've me and Koya and me and some of the brothers down here were talking. I just keep reiterating what made me the way I am. I said it yesterday on the show I did yesterday, is I saw a lot of death growing up surrounding relationships. This ain't nothing to be playing about. You're not supposed to be making relationship decisions based on how you feel. You should be making relationship decisions just like when you buy a house or something, or you invest in stock or something. You're looking at the facts, Or, I don't know. I hope I hit it. All right, brother said facts. Yeah, all right. Let's see. All right. I guess I answered that because there's no other questions on that thing. All right. Let's see. So yeah, man, the Hebraic way of meeting people is totally opposite of this wicked ass society. Okay. So let's keep moving forward. Let's see what we got. So let's talk about traits of the biblical man. Let's talk about that from a man-to-man perspective and the dynamics that you can discern what somebody's about, kind of, And me, I learned this over years, first being it and then seeing it myself after I got understanding. A man who's not a real man, who hasn't been it's a lot of men who haven't been fathered and stuff like that. You see it in men who've been raised by women, or men who worship women, or men who are dominated by their wives. Man, they hate the real men. Like there's gonna, if say you're at work and there's a dude you always got conflict with, one of them dudes is a feminized dude. Okay, some dude who always undermining you. I could tell you, like there when I was in the Air National Guard, there was a dude There, I could show you this, and I'm telling you, I done seen this so many times, and I was that dude at one point. But I'm gonna just give you one example. All right, there's a dude at my job, and man, he was always starting trouble in the shop, pissing people off. And of course, upon further investigation, because when this was going on, I knew all this stuff by then. Okay, upon further investigation, they're like, oh man, they're like, you ever seen that guy around his wife? They're like, no, no. They're like, man, they were like, it's so bad. They were like, he licks her boots so bad that it's uncomfortable to be around him, be around them. And like it's awkward. Um, but at work with the other men, he was just always shisty and starting trouble and manipulative and against the men. But women, oh man, he'd bow down, get on the knee and worship the women. He would honor women. Okay? But men, he would dominate and try to lord over. When the book tells you you are to honor men, give men honor. And my father, as y'all know, he passed away yesterday. But I gave honor to him. I honor my father. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what he did in my life. Honor that man. I read y'all a bunch of verses in Sirach, the importance of honoring a father and not having like when I read through it, you literally see the perfect opposite of it today in society. You see women turning their children against the father, and he's sorry, these sorry men, and man, these people, it's like, man, it's a curse to be out there, dishonoring the man like that. Okay, man, it's not a game, man. This is real. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother Asaya from One Nation, One Power. Appreciate your and I appreciate all the people who reached out. I talked to Ron. He had a similar situation in his family, with a person in his family. So a lot going on, man, in this season, So yeah, man. All right. So all right. But yeah, man. Let me grab this real quick. I'm gonna pull this up because what I'm saying is a key identifier of feminized. We're gonna call them cupcake ass men. Cupcakes. Look, put it back up. We're gonna call these cupcake ass dudes. A key indicator of cupcake ass dudes is they just gonna be against you. They're gonna be banging on you. Okay. But also at the same job, I'm gonna tell you about another dude. Now there's another dude, man, me and him, I couldn't piss him off if I tried. He talked junk about me. I talked junk about him. I stepped to him. Man, what you gonna do? He'd be like, all right, man. He's so cool. Come to find out, his mother died at an early age. He was raised by his father only in a house full of brothers. And when I tell you nothing could really upset this dude, he progressed at his job. He was pleasant to be around. His marriage, he was happily married. His wife, he ruled his house well. His wife was in order. He was like, he'll tell his wife and say, hey, whatever, I'll just leave and get another one. And I'm telling you, women were on him. Like when we go overseas or travel or stuff like that, when he would travel or whatever with the military, he'd have no problem getting whoever he wanted because he was a real dude. Now, as we move forward in this lesson, I'm going to get into those dynamics, what that actually looks like, how attraction in a woman actually works, and why these cupcake ass dudes can't get, they don't get that attraction that get them moist. You know what I'm saying? They gotta cupcake these women. Hey, you want this? Can I buy you a drink? This, that, and the other. Man, when I was out in the world, the women would be buying me drinks at the club all the time. Real talk. But it's a different reality. And while I was doing it in a wicked way back then, when I came into the truth and got biblical understanding, I found it to be, hold on one second, let me get you in there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, when I began looking through the book, I was like, oh, boom, 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 wow. And it's crazy because coming into this walk, I know, like, me and one of the ox, there's some brothers that's a member down here. They're members, these brothers, and their father exudes biblical masculinity. He don't believe in all this. He not in this, but he is more righteous than 90 or more % of these Christian pastors and these these people in the church who profess to be so religious, but they really cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? They really cupcakes. But man, you will see some of the wickedest people ever, diabolically wicked, in these churches, in these religious establishments, professing to be holy and all that. That's where you will see the wickedest people on earth is there. And what do I mean when I say wicked? Oh, they're not going to make you feel bad, because they're going to make you feel good, because they're shiesty, they're wizards. So they're going to make you feel good, all right? But when you look at how they line up with the book, they are completely opposite and totally opposite what's in the book, okay? Real talk. This ain't just something I'm talking, man. This stuff I done seen, all right? Y'all put a 100 up in there if y'all get where I'm coming from. Put a 100 up in there if you get where Michael Israel's coming from. We getting ready to get in deep, though. Y'all like, what? Yeah, we getting ready to get in deep. All right? We getting ready to get in deep with this thing. My airsoft Glock over there. We gonna get in deep. We ain't gonna be veering left or right. And after you get this, then you'll understand. Then we're gonna bring it back out into your role as a man in your house, and how functioning in that role is actually gonna help your marriage, help create more attraction in your marriage, because she's gonna feel like you're a daggone man. All right. So in order to do this, we got to go back, way back in the time. Before, when I was just coming into this, I hadn't come into the biblical word yet, but I was out there. This is before I had met my wife, but I was out there and I was transitioning from being a cupcake to being old Michael Israel that you know. I was going from this to this here, being about this action, this Torah life. I was transitioning. But what I saw and what I experienced was walking up and just talking to women. Yeah, first I had to overcome all that, overcome the insecurities of and all that, and begin to develop that King David, that spirit of boldness. You know what I'm saying? Will not be moved or intimidated. I'm not the type. Now, back in the day, I was. You know, a lot of men, this society purposely tries to raise you to be intimidated by things, and they try to, they want to do, Satan wants to do exactly what Yah said don't do. and he wants to put a spirit of fear in you, of intimidation, where you let women intimidate you. So what do? They give you a big mouth, bossy mama, that gets worked into your life, and then you go to a gay church or something, or you meet a wife that's like your mama, but only thing is 2.0, she got a bigger mouth and talk to you worse than your mama talked to you. And they conspire against you on how to spiritually castrate you. And before you know it, this is you. You one of the cupcakes. You a pink cupcake with whipped cream and a cherry on top. And then you start pronouncing your damn S's like, hey, shalom. Hey, yeah. And you start wearing pink shirts. And then when I say, why are you wearing pink shirts? You say, it's not pink, it's salmon. And I'm like, and look, I know some of y'all, hey man, I wear pink. I get that every time. But hey, but that's what happens. You get spiritually castrated. But let's rewind. I'm going to tell y'all, because now we're going to build this thing all the way up. Back when when I was out there, I was actually in the field doing this stuff. Prior to being there, I used to, hey, how you doing? And she'd be like, I'm fine. And like, can I buy you a drink? Can I lick your boots? You're real nice. Oh, shucks. Oh, you're real nice. You're cute. Is there anything I can do for you? You a cupcake ass dude. You got that cupcake game. And then if her ass wicked, you know what she gonna do? She's like, oh, sure, you could buy me a drink. Because in her mind, she's like, ooh, I could control this dude. And I could wring him out like a daggone rag. And he gonna bootlick me and serve me. And depending on to what degree, some of the women, whether consciously or unconsciously, they'll shake you down for a while, then they'll cut you off because you're just too to be around. Or some of the women subconscious, like they can't meet nobody anyway, and they desperate. They're like, well, I guess, but then eventually they get so tired of you not being a man. And a lot of this is just emotional and subconscious that the relationship get too tumultuous and it just end up split. And then and I seen everything in between. And the dudes is so cupcaked out, so weak, so soft, so bootlicking and female worshiping that what they end up doing is they go into inordinate affections. I teach on this from Colossians. That thing it said to mortify your flesh from. It said mortify your flesh from inordinate affection. Inordinate affection is excessive, extreme liking or fondness. But it's extreme and excessive. And it's what the world calls love. If you look up the Google definition of love, let's pull it up. So y'all don't think I'm playing, right? Right here. Look, an intense feeling of deep affection. That's the world's definition. Now, why is that doing it? Okay, that's bad. See, that's the world's definition of love. It's the Bible's definition of lust and idolatry. And this is why men get in these relationships. They got no self-esteem. They're not bold. And they're afraid to separate themselves from them mommy emotions. So, yeah. Hey, I'm going to hit that, Brother Adam, what you said. We're going to go in on it. He said being a man these days is called abuse and harassment. And there's a way, because I got to preface what I'm saying with this. A lot of men think like what they try to do when they're trying to learn how to ride this bike here that I'm showing you how to ride. I'm trying to show you how to be something. So you got to learn the balance. And some men will go into the macho. They'll go from being the cupcake to being macho boy. And they're lording over women and kneel before Zod. I am Lord. Sarah called him Lord. Call me Lord. You know, and all that. And it's not that. It's a balance. You see what I'm saying? But we're going to get into that. I'm going to show y'all what that balance is. So you're not going into, going into a false balance. Okay? All right. Because the way you enforce this type of stuff ain't a bunch of yelling. You ain't got to do a bunch of yelling. Just leave. Oh, well, I just ain't doing that. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, but I'm going to holler at you later. So it's nice talking to you. Boom. Look, let me see how much of this should I say. Because I don't want to, my escapades. All right, so let me tell you something that happened. So back when I used to be in the field doing this, before I came into all this, but I went up in a club, and I'm just showing you in a very direct way how what I'm talking about is real. Anyway, I went up in a club, and there's some chick there. I took a look at her, and she was looking at me. So this is before Koya Israel, so I'm just letting y'all know that. But anyway, so I went up to her, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she was like, "Cause I ain't got." That's the other thing. I ain't no pickup line. I just have a conversation. I was like, she was like, "Oh, nothing." I was like, "What time does this place get packed?" She was like, she said something. We just talking. I'm just being myself. I'm being comfortable in my own skin. I wasn't like, "Hi, you really look good," with the serial killer stare, and the serial killer grin. You like, because you got a heart on. But no, I just, hey, what's going on? I was like, "What time does this place get packed?" And she was like, this, that, and the other. I was like, boom, and we were just talking, and then she tried to throw this test in because she see that I'm being a real dude. She's like, "So you gonna buy me a drink?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Women buy me drinks." And she's like, "Oh, well, I don't. You might." She's like, "I ain't buying you nothing. If you ain't buying me one, I'm the wrong woman for you to be talking to." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." Boom, walked off. Walked up to the bar, and I can't say what happened next. I don't want to say it on here, but anyway, I'll just say this: I had some women show me something in front of her, and then buy me a drink. Okay, and she was just like looking at me like I was some wizard, But it just goes to show you the core level of being a man is what the book says. It's written in the Bible. It says the man was not made for the woman. And that's a deep saying. The woman was made for the man. And when you can embody that in all your moves, all your ways, shapes, forms, no matter what it is, if you can come deal with women from that perspective and not in a macho boy way, you deal with it in a righteous, masculine, non-needy way, okay? Because the other thing, a lot of men, they get up in that thing, they smash it, like they being real men, they being that dude, they being a G, they walking this thing out, and then they smash, they get up in that puss, and then they turn into cupcakes. And they go into cupcake mode after they get up in that thing. They're like, "Oh shucks, what can I do for you?" They transform on that. They transform. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a wrap. then one or two things happen. Either she take full advantage of you and slowly bleed your ass out for years, and just after she see that you done turned full cupcake on her, she just totally castrate you, make you start wearing pink shirts and all that stuff like that, and then you start arguing with me, cause I keep it 100 all day. Either that or you go full cupcake after you get up in it, and then it just turns her off, and then she's like, you know what? Can you stay away from me? Please don't touch me, because they don't when they discern that cupcake spirit on you, they don't even want you to touch them physically. Okay, they don't even want you to touch them physically. All right. So that's 100. All right, let's see what you got. All right, let's see. Man don't love truth, even when non-worshiping women, they worship and yeah. Y'all let me know if y'all got any questions. But that's the dynamic. That's the dynamic. And I'm telling you, the Bible totally speaks against that. The reason why you get up in there and you smash on it and you get all emotional and you go into inordinate affection. Let's pull that up real quick, because y'all be going into inordinate affection. Let's see. Whoops. I'm going to pull that scripture up so we can see it. Like, you're so cute, and you go into that and it's a wrap for you, bruh. Look at this. Oh man, they broke this down so beautifully. Hold on one sec though, because I want to bring the whole scripture up. Let's see. Bam. There we go. Corinthians. So y'all have it for your own study. And look, the reason me and one of the ox were talking about it, the reason why people are out here committing suicide, they're murdering people are ruining their whole lives over women, and women are ruining their whole lives over men, is because they're going against something that you were warned about in the Bible. It says, do not go into inordinate affection over these women or over these men, because then you can't think and act righteously according to what you need to do. You're led by your emotions, you start making excuses, and you turn into that, a cupcake. A pink damn cupcake with sprinkles and a damn cherry on top. And I'm telling you, this is why folks is praying death against Michael Israel. This is why a lot of people done just broke off from me, because this is widespread. Pink cupcakes is more widespread than the coronavirus, and it's contagious too. Because I'm telling you, after you smash that thing and your ass weak, you gonna be in cupcake mode. I'm telling you, man, y'all. I'm telling you, I think y'all laughing, but I'm telling you, I'm dead ass serious. Because I done seen some stuff growing up, coming through the military. I watched them carry the bodies out on these cats. Get up in some good puss and can't think straight. And I'm telling you, I've watched bodies be brought out in stretchers. All right? That's why, All right, so let me hit this thing. All right, so here's Colossians warning you about not going, let me see what's up with this daggone light. There we go. All right, y'all bear with me. Let me get this lighting right. So my thing, there we go. Yeah, that's good enough. So look at this. Colossians chapter 3, verse 5. Y'all know when I do my love breakdown, I get on this because people don't even know what the heck love is. All right. hold on. Let me get this. All right. Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth. And let me say this, because it says it in here too, in this short verse. When you see a woman with all them curves and all that stuff, and y'all start talking, and you smash, and what you're feeling, that is not love. Oh, I love her. You know, you can't be feeling, that's not love. Like, love is how you treat one another. For this is love, that you keep the commandments. And when you look at the behavior that the commandments exemplify, ain't got nothing to do with this. All you're feeling is affection for that woman, which is not a sin. But inordinate affection is a sin. All right? All right, so look at this. It says, mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth. You gotta, I'm telling you, I killed this in me. That weak ass little boy feeling of allowing my feelings to go into the stratosphere. I killed that. And I watch a lot of men who don't. Grown men. I watch them destroy their lives. I'm telling you, I watch some of these grown men, they feelings went so far in the stratosphere over some puss and over a woman that they ruined their whole Air Force career. One dude hung himself. And like I told y'all before, the way he hung himself from something that wasn't tall enough for his feet to dangle. He had to willingly hold his legs up to choke the life out of himself. Man, come on, dude. I know dudes who've lit themselves on fire and burned themselves to death. I'm not playing around, man. I'm telling you, I done seen this. This ain't nothing to be messing around with. Why? Because it's idolatry. It's idolatry, dude. And the fact that, you know, the way people have come at me for talking on this, on manning up and letting your damn balls drop and letting them swing and not tiptoeing through the tulips and not being a cupcake ass dude, like, you would be amazed at the whatever you want to call it that gets bought at, like, that I've seen come at me, like the opposition that wells up against this. It will blow your mind. That's why I was like, man, that's a spirit. Because this is the quickest, this is why there's a lot of death going on. Abortion, like a lot of murder. This is one of the main ways our people get killed off. Sexual sin, sexual immorality. It's going to say it here. Let me read the script. I'm going to let the book talk. I'm sorry, y'all. Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth from fornication. So that's unlawful sex, uncleanliness, inordinate affection. Put this up here. An inordinate affection is an unhealthy and obsessive attachment to a person or thing that manifests through uncontrollable love. See, they call it love. You see what I'm saying? But it's uncontrollable lust. Okay? It's dangerous, dude. You're not allowed to, you can't let yourself go there. You got to man up and be like, hell nah, man. Keep my damn emotions. That's why I like with the brothers, the two brothers that's in our group down here was telling me about their pops. He got enough self-confidence in himself as a man to not let himself go there. Okay? That man is more righteous than most out there. All right? Hold on. Look at this. Evil concupiscence, okay? Which is evil sexual, concupiscence is strong sexual desire. Everything I just said is book is right here. Lust, evil lust. Because lust ain't even a sin, but when it's inordinate, when it don't line up with the book, then you in trouble. Because there's verses in the Bible where where the Most High say, hey, he'll give you whatever your heart lusts after, you know. But in order, you got to make sure it line up with what the book said. It's dangerous. Like this concept we have of love and attraction is dangerous. This is why so many people ruin their whole lives over this thing. And covetousness. So desiring, I want to smash on that thing. And these women, these wicked ass women, and it's widespread on social media, got they daggone buzzard eggs all up. Shalom, Bookatoo, shalom. You know, trying to get you to covetousness and because what does it tell you it is? Look, covetousness, and look what it says, which is idolatry. You're put. How all this stuff I read is idolatry. And how is it idolatry? Because when your feelings go there with a woman to that level, you will not do what Yah says and you'll do what she says. Y'all put a 100 up in there if you understand what I'm saying. Put a 100 up in there, y'all. Put a 100 up in there if you get where I'm coming from. You see that I'm just trying to keep y'all safe, man, because everything's wired up this way. All right? Put a 100 up in there if you get it. I see y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all get it, man. Yeah. There you go. That's right, man. That's right. A lot of y'all, man, like you the way, part of overcoming that, like for me, the way I overcome that is I started going out and just approaching women, getting over my fear and just being bold, learning to feel that, and just to the point where, hey, challenging myself, always challenging myself to the point where then there's no fear. If I detect something I'm scared of, I go through it. Don't tiptoe through the tulips. And what happens, how that manifests, because now we're going to transition to another dimension of this thing, is when you're dealing with your brother. When I deal with men, when I deal with anybody, it's direct. It ain't no game playing. It ain't no 48 laws of power manipulation tactics. It's straight like the book say. You know, hey, is this an issue? Boom, 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 boom. You know? It's just real talk. And let me tell you this. Let me put y'all on. Because if I call Corey in here right now, she swear, you ain't got no game, you know. But I told her, like, back then, my game was just not playing games. Like, that's how airtight my game was till I became it. So, yeah. So you said, Corey, when I met you, she'll tell you.
Any game.
See, she don't think man.
But listen, that is what
hey, y'all, my game was airtight.
No, it was not.
Airtight, baby.
No,
to the point where to date, she still say I ain't had no game.
No,
hey, man,
that's what was so refreshing about you, because you wasn't trying. It wasn't a scheme, and you wasn't trying to, appear to be something that you were not.
Nope.
Just being yourself. And so, no,
I told her what I wanted.
You're using a game on me.
I told her what I expected. The first day she met, hey. hey. But y'all, listen, my game was airtight then. It was game because I was beginning to walk in that confidence, but I was kind of holding to it till it became me. To where now, hey, I'm no respecter of person, really. Like, I'm not, people don't intimidate me or scare me or whatever. Hey, let's do this thing, men, women, whatever. And that's where you got to be at, that to where you're not going to be a person. And now we're going to go into this next aspect, who would have a spirit of offense. Because that's what, we was all chopping it up about that. I'm going to get your question, Brother Adam. We were chopping it up about that spirit of offense. That is a high level trait of cupcakes. The spirit of offense. So we're going to go into that because that is a big sign that you're dealing with a pink cupcake with whipped cream and a cherry on top. I'm telling you, the cherry on top is they get offended and you don't know what's going on, and it's all types of manipulation tactics. And like what I tell people that I talk to is anytime I gotta rack my brain on, hey, what's their deal? What's going on with them? I already know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? But the real dudes I deal with, man, there's never no guessing. I know right where I stand with them, whether it's close or far. All right, hold on. All right, there we go. So yeah, that's the real dudes. All right. So we got a question. It says, what if you're getting a divorce and haven't had any in a while? How do you deal with that? Okay. So, number one, you do know, you said if you're getting divorced, but you ain't got to wait for the divorce to go to meet another wife. And to smash another wife. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're getting a divorce, there's some stuff you have to get. If you're getting a divorce, there's something off with you that you got to fix. I'm just coming straight, brother. Okay? So if you're getting a divorce, there's an issue with you. And you're like, well, no, this, that, and the other. It was this, people will tell me, oh, she did this. But so there was if you, like, for instance, and I'm just giving an example. The woman came and was like, what if you meet a man and he beats you and this, that, and other? So now he's off. He was on drugs, but you missed all that. You couldn't discern that. So you're spiritually immature too. You see what I'm saying? So there's some stuff that has to be worked on in yourself. And with the hard on and the horniness and you wanting to smash something, you need to deal with that spirit. Whether you need deliverance, but the way you're going to know for sure, I'll tell you what I did. I'm going to tell you about me. Kind of in a microcosm, because mine didn't go in the same direction as you. I came into the biblical truth after I was married, okay? But I'm going to tell you what happened. After this chick broke it off with me, I said, forget that. I was like, I'm going to get my life and I'm going to figure this part of my life. And it's only a part of your life. It's only an area that's in a lot of men's life that they got to get in order. But I was like, forget this. I'm going to get this aspect of my life in order. And I was locked in so hard. I was working. And when I wasn't working, I was studying. And when I wasn't studying, I was working. And when I wasn't doing any of that, I was out testing, And all that to say, it does not take a long time to man the hell up, okay? It doesn't, transitioning from a cupcake to a soldier does not take long. It don't take long. It just takes application, being diligent, and being about that action, okay? We said, I'm not perfect and I made mistakes, but the main reason for the divorce is because I came into the faith. Oh, man, brother Adam, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go down here, all right? Because actually, this is not gonna take us off topic. So this will actually, yeah, that's a perfect That was perfect, what you said. So let me tell you something, man. Women only divorce men. Women, like, you're telling me she wouldn't come into the faith. She wouldn't come into the truth. This, that, and the other. What I'm talking about is something on a deeper, more biblical level. You got women, check this out. You got female correction officers breaking prisoners out of prison because they done got into their heads because they understand what I'm saying right here. And you're telling me she wouldn't keep this truth, this book. And I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time with that one. Because what I'm telling you, when you exude true masculinity and you understand this and you understand how to present this truth to a woman, it's not going to be an issue. I'm telling you. I promise. And I'm not going to, and you can do this from multiple different angles. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all, and like I said, a lot of y'all, let me see if should I go here. I'll put it to you like this. There is an aspect to your woman that you've never seen because you haven't behaved like a real man. Because there's a side to her that you've never seen. And you'd probably fight me because you think it does, no, not my woman, not this, not that. And I'm telling you, not just something conspiracy, I'm telling you, talking about stuff I've experienced and seen. There's an aspect to your woman that you have never tapped into that you are unaware of that make, that I'm gonna wait for him to respond back, but there, and it's all through the book. This is why we sitting here telling you, hey man up. Did you see one good example I could think about in a movie? It's kind of a corny one, but it's like in I can't tell y'all the stories that of some of the stuff I did before I came into the truth because it's not good decorum for this channel. Okay, but all I can say is when you act like a real man and you get that and you understand what that is, the 90 or more percent of these women melt. They melt because you tap into something in them emotionally that, okay? Let's see. What if you're getting, all right. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect is a, hey, look, I'm not perfect. But this, you got to be a man. The Most High said the effeminate will not inherit the kingdom of Yah. So neither idolaters, or does it say that? Y'all let me know. I mean, I'll pull the script up, but I want to say it said idolaters. Let me see. Y'all let me know. Y'all put the description in. Nor. Look. This is why I'm telling you. This is why. All right. I'm pulling the scripture up. Oh, come on. Which y'all. Hey, look. This thing know the Bible I always go to. But they put up every other website. So here we go. I don't even know. I'm going to put it up. It says righteous. Nor idolaters. Right there. If you put women ahead of Yah, and I'm telling you, you got to get, if you wrestling with these women, I need to do a conference or something so men could come down and be here in person, and I can like talk to you, and I'm not on social media. I can really say what I'm saying, and you really get this, because I'm telling you, man, what I see out there is widespread, and the agenda to push spiritually castrated men to the agenda to castrate men is like amazing. And it's the way I live, you know, I might go to Home Depot and to Harbor Freight, maybe some warehouse, but other than that, you know, maybe every couple months I go to Walmart, but for the most part, I'm very separated from society, and I don't watch TV. It's like when I see some of this stuff out here and hear the way dudes be talking, it's just mind blowing. It's mind blowing. It's, man, it's real. All right, let me see. It's deeper than that. Her family is into pagan rituals, and I know there's something demonic that's going on. Well, again, like I said, what I said at the very beginning, listen to this. When you meet women, I'm going to tell you what always happens. Dudes immediately go into inordinate affection when they visually see a woman, and they shut down their conscious mind. And when they do that, they're not able to discern anything. And then you end up marrying a devil worshiper. You see what I'm saying? I know, listen to what I'm saying. I was at a point before I married Coy, I was at a point discerning women that 90% of the women I didn't even have to talk to. I could just disqualify. And then the rest, I could, within the first minute of conversation, I could disqualify them. And then after that, most of them were, you know. So that, you see what I'm saying? But most dudes they walk around like cupcakes. They're sensitive. They're like, oh, she looks good. Is she giving me the naughty tingles? Yeah, I love her. I think I love her. And then you smash it, and you're like, I'm in love. I lick your boot. You know, and I'm telling you, dude, that is the typical path of the, you know, where me, again, I can't say on here some of the stuff I done told women and how I done cut them off. And then they really start chasing you, because it's like they never seen that in their life. You know, here they are. They got all these hips and dips, and they're using their bodies as a divining rod to cast a spell of naughty tingles on you. You're like, I can feel her. You know, because you like looking at her. And then here come a dude. I'm like Neo in the Matrix, stopping bullets. You know, that's what it's like. And that's what I'm talking about. That's how widespread this thing is. So there's, like I said, everything so far, what you're saying is perfectly confirming everything I've been saying. And I'm not clowning folks, but that's cupcaking behavior, where you ain't discerning these women, and you marrying devil worshippers. You see what I'm saying? That's cupcake style. You know what I'm saying? That's not boss. That's cupcake. That ain't soldier. You know, and we soldier. Like I'm looking. I already know like if I, you know, if women are problems and they have to prove different. Like that's my mindset. Now, the cupcake mindset is all women are perfect princesses. And then after 6-7 years being married to them, then you realize they're a monster. They're a goon and not a goblin. Let's see. Yeah. See what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I'm saying. Dudes settle. they try to rationalize it. It's like, man, cut a woman off because you didn't like a real dude who's soldiering will cut a woman off because he don't like the color of the shirt. Nah, she like that color. Nah, I'm done. Like, cupcake dudes are, oh, yeah, yeah, I understand. She's a stripper, but she loves me, and she'll change. She'll change. And this is me when I'm listening to him. My cupcake detector, he cupcaking them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't, I'm that's what I'm saying. I might have to do, some type of conference or something because, like, people don't really understand what I'm trying to say. And the reason why people come against this so hard is because most women are bad relationship material. And it's cut them. Like, they don't like hearing this because it's them. And I'm exposing their ass. I'm going to make sure they don't get a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling men to scrutinize. Oh no, it could go perfect. Sometimes things work out like Disney. That and that's where a lot of programming come from. Disney. That's the cupcake factory. All right. So let's see what y'all saying. Pagan and Laziba. Yeah, if somebody trying to break us up, if she got a mother who a monster, I'm be like, you know what? Holler at me another time because I already see you cool, but your mom gonna be a problem. I'm gonna just go get somebody who dudes don't think like that. Cupcakes don't. Real dudes do though. They picky. That's not our reality today though. Let's see. Me saying not being perfect is the truth. I'm just laying the ground. Okay, let's see. A real woman will serve a real man. Yeah. And real women are rare, No one is, but most use it to not grow. I'm not perfect. So. Oh, yeah. I'm not perfect, but I'm pressing towards the mark. And when I find an imperfection, I fix it, right? He said, that was the mistake I made, 13 years ago. See? And that's the other thing, man. You don't want to shit away 13 years of your life with a nightmare. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to save folks. I'm telling you, men and women alike. I looked at her beauty and not where she came from. But hey, I learned my lesson. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I just read that. I didn't see that. But when you get this stuff internalized, you can figure this stuff is like a math equation. If you give me 1 and 2, I could tell you 3. You see what I'm saying? I already knew he was attracted to her through sight. And that's what caused him to not see that her family was devil worshippers. It's not a sin to be like, you know what? I understand you're a cool girl. I like you. But, your mother sacrifices, baby goats and stuff. And I know you don't, but I'm not going to deal with you. I'm going to see what else I could find. Because I have no problem meeting chicks. You see what I'm saying? You got an abundance mindset. But a desperate, insecure cupcake dude, he going to be like, okay, well, like the woman will be damn into witchcraft. But I think she could change. And my cupcake alarm started going off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. That was the mistake I made. Let's see, true. Who want? Yeah, man. There's worse things than being single with a heart on. Trust me. Let's see. All right. We brothers need to hear what you saying. Brother Giles, what's going on, Giles? I believe you and I receive what. Okay, all praises. That's good. That's good, man. Yeah, because, and at the end of the day, I see y'all laughing. You got to make it funny, but because there's a lot of destruction going on out there because of this stuff. Okay? And, you know, somebody has to lay this thing out, man, because I'm telling you, folks out there getting destroyed on this thing. Men and women alike. Innocent babies, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. But let me see if you got any questions. Yeah, dude. That's what dudes be like, Brother Brennan. Dudes be like, oh, I need her so bad. Oh, and and then yeah, man, and that is the thing. Before you go out here, one of these women, you gotta really study and program your mind with why you don't need them. Okay, why it's dangerous, the mistake you can make. You gotta study the ask one of your brothers around you. Ask him to tell you his war story. You got somebody at work or some dude. You be like, hey, tell me about your baby's mama. And immediately his countenance changed. That monster. Ask about them war stories, man. They'll tell you. And heed it. And then when you see that inkling of it, be like, oh, heck nah. Get angry at it and leave. All right, somebody said, I saw the power of Yahweh. Excuse me. When we got married, her uncle, who's into voodoo, didn't come to my house throughout our marriage. He came back when I left the house. Be like, hey, let me meet your family. And you see her family, a bunch of kooks, freaks, and weirdos, then your thing, you should go on high alert then. You should be like, you should be on full alert when you see that. And be like, start discerning. But again, a lot of this stuff is just that. It's discernment. It's discerning. You got to, and you're not going to discern till it sounds like you're in a good place now. Because pray, fast. You're in a position where you ain't going to be having sex and everything like that. Fast from that. Fast from food. And study and get that spirit strong. And look at yourself. And how are you going to look at yourself? Read the book of Proverbs and think about yourself. Don't think about other people. See if it's in you. You're going to see stuff that's in you. You're going to see that little effeminate child in you, that little soft thing that's needy. That's what needs to go. The whole purpose of this whole lesson that I'm doing right here, Traits of the Biblical Man, is for you to get that little needy boy off you. That little needy spirit, there's a name for that spirit. It's for you to get it off you and man up. Put on your big boy pants. Not be afraid of death. Meditate on your death. Think about your death and that it's coming and what it's going to be. And become comfortable with that. Like start facing stuff. So that when a woman, so that you willing to face a woman. That's what I'm saying. These dudes that I can't deal with, or the dudes that are contrary to real men, they don't like the fearlessness in real men. And that's what causes them to, you know what I'm saying? That's what causes them to buck up. You see what I'm saying? That's what causes them to be against you, because there's a little boy spirit in them. All right? Let me see. That's right. I'm gonna do like TD Jakes. I'm gonna do a Man Thou Art Loose conference. You're loose from that little boy spirit. I'm gonna do a conference, do some one-on-one, And you know, we're gonna do that, man. Some point, if things get back to normal, which I don't know, man. I'm wondering. All right, let me see what y'all saying, cause I see y'all saying. Let's see. Let's see. My question is, my wife went against a lot of what her mother and grandmother stood for. Okay. I'm not saying, look, and let me think real quick if this is something I need to go in this lesson. I'll just say this real quick because this is something when I remember it, or if you email me, I'll put a lesson together on this. But when you deal with women, it's not so much you gotta force them into doing something. That's not how you lead a woman. You don't make them do something. The problem with men, because that's what insecure men do. When you're dealing with women, you stay grounded and steadfast, unwavering. Well, I don't think you should do that. Why are you doing that? Because I want it. Well, I don't like it. Oh, okay. That's cool. And keep damn doing it. Anything. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'll take your opinion into consideration if you bring it the right way. But other than that, hey, well, if you do that again, I'm leaving. Well, why don't you go now? I mean, you shouldn't wait. Man, dudes ain't moving like that. I'm telling you, man. Dudes ain't moving that way. So, if you stand firm on your own too, and you're not needy, and your reality ain't based on how she responds, number one, what are you doing? You're leading. You're being the example. And number two, it's going to give her the naughty tingles because you being a man. But most men have never pushed into that realm. They never been there. So to them, it's like, oh, he's mean. Or like they lash out on it. And they're not willing to stand in that, like I said at the beginning, being comfortable with confrontation. And I don't give a damn what people think at the end of the day, Like, that's why I be telling people, man, like, you see, like, if I want to, tonight, I will go in the bathroom and go, I'll cut my hair like this. Just like that, just because I want to. On one side or both. And I'll go out to the store, I'll go wherever. I go to a conference like that, and I will feel no type of way. It will not impede my confidence or anything. It's like I'm just comfortable in my own skin and with myself. And you need to be told that and shown that scripturally. You need to be shown who you are scripturally, what your role is, and you need to believe it. And the only way you're going to do that is by meditating on it day and night, making that your reality, staying off TV. Her mother got a big ass mouth. Like, don't have your big mouth mama over here. Because, hey, I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you, there's an agenda to castrate you. And it comes from television. It comes from everywhere. Some people unknowingly do it. It comes from other men. It's everywhere. And it feels good to let your junk swing. You feel what I'm saying? When you see it, when you see the Matrix, and you're walking in it in confidence like Neo was at the end of the show, it's good. It feels good. There's a freedom to this word. But it's going to be, folks ain't going to like it. Like I said, I got folks praying death on me. All right, let's see what y'all got. I'm asking for other brothers' sake. By the way, what if she has gone against what her family has taught? That's good. That's a good thing if she goes against it. I'm gonna tell you. See, you'll see, man. These women get compliant when you're being a man. It's so in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have to castrate you, because like when you're being a real man, it triggers this thing that the Most High wired up in it. It literally backs up that scripture. The man was not made for the woman, but the woman was made for the man. And when you treat him that way, a lot of stuff just falls off. I'm telling you, you have to experience it for yourself. All right, let's see. Let's see. It says, how can I email you? What's your email? My email address is right in the description. Killing is battle. I'm not sure what you mean. Just be careful that you don't get fooled by women's acting and manipulation. Well, this is the thing. I like what y'all putting in there, because it's making me really dig and solidify what I'm saying. You're not, if you're grounded in the word and what the word says, and you're doing what the word says, a woman ain't gonna be able to manipulate you. Women manipulate men who are not grounded in the word. You know what I'm saying? Like she put that thing on you, and your toes on, and you're like, man, that was good, girl. She's like, yeah, hey, can you do this in, because so and so, and there it is. How much of a man are you now? You see what I'm saying? But if you ground it, because the word is simple. It's straight up. You know what I'm saying? It's straight. So yeah. I'm waiting. I'm gonna let y'all see if y'all got. I'm gonna see if y'all got any other questions. And while y'all doing that, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look on here and see if you, because I had a bunch of notes, and most of the time, I hit everything anyway. And some of the questions y'all ask caused me to cover a lot of stuff. So what it is wife worship. That was one of the things. There's a give no woman your power, basically. Yep, that's it. And that King Lemuel's mother told him that in Proverbs, right? Didn't King Lemuel's mother say that? All right, let me see. People want to make room for that. Okay, when you know your... Yeah, I think I hit most of this stuff, y'all. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. All right. I see. Okay, that's good, man. He said he believes it and he receives it. It's booked. Let me back it up with some scripts. Check this out, y'all. Let me book it. Now I've been quoting the scripts, but let me put them up in front of y'all face real quick. We're gonna wrap this thing up here, but I want to show y'all some powerful, heavy hitting, no wiggle room scripts that back up what I'm saying. All right, stuff in the survival scrolls. Okay. All right, and if y'all got any more questions, go ahead and put them in there. I see there's a lot of comments. Let's see. Where are you at? Sermons. All right, because I'm going to get back to it. Man, we've been... I've been doing a lot of... I actually got the day off today. I've been out of work, but I've been learning electrical work. And today, I kind of took a break, but I spent today studying, doing a lot of studying, biblical stuff and herbal stuff. If y'all saw that video I did earlier on Facebook with my daughter, we found milk thistle And I just ordered the crap on Amazon. Then I walk outside and it's growing right there. I told y'all that side of my lawn, I'm not cutting it anymore. I'll just let it grow because all types of good stuff be over there. All right, so let's look. Check this out, y'all. I'm going to put this right up here so y'all can, put it on the screen so y'all can see it for yourselves. Man. Here it is. I got a couple scripts. Check this out. Y'all need to, I've said this before. I always say this. This First Ezra's, you need to read First Ezra's, read the whole chapter of chapter 3 and read the whole chapter of chapter 4 of First Ezra's. It's heavy stuff, man. I'm going to read through it real quick. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth into the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. Okay? And I'm telling you, that's a big part of what shaped me with Drive Spiritual Combat here. Because like I said, I've watched people die over this thing. I've known them. There's some real stuff. So now we got a couple more scripts that y'all can have to chop up and to go over what I've already covered. It says Ecclesiasticus 9, chapter 2. This is Sirach in the Apocrypha. It says, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. So when people come down the middle and they say, treat the woman like she made for you, not like you, treat her like she's supposed to be. You know, like you're the head and all that stuff. And people, then you see all the cupcakes getting the comments. Oh, well, why you gotta say it like, you know, all them people got spirits on them. They are demonically possessed and they hindering the work. Proverbs 31:3 is King Lemuel's mother. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy way to that which destroyeth kings. You acting like a cupcake will get you destroyed. All right, here we go. I'm going to just read right through. I got a whole bunch in here, y'all. 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 4. One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? This is why you can't have somebody over you who ain't married or something like that, or they marriage a mess. You know, you can't be. How is he gonna even give you counsel? He gonna be like, oh, just lick her boots and give her this cupcake and give her some flowers and this, that, and everybody in the congregation got relationship problems. Okay? So how's he gonna rule? Look, Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 25:22. Again, this is in the Apocrypha. A woman, now check this out. I said this. A woman, if she maintain her husband, so if she is over the man and she got the power and the man and giving his power up and she dominating the house and maintaining things, it says a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. See, a lot of men have never, or not, a lot of males have never behaved like men, so they never experience what a woman's like when she's really attracted to them. So a lot of stuff I'm saying, they're like, well, how could you get a woman to call you mass? Like, look at all the dudes who, like Richardson Scary's ass with that weak ass documentary he put out. Oh, Michael Israel's wife called him master. Dude, that's not in his reality. You know what I'm saying? But that's because she's attracted to me and she has some respect. I've never told her to call me master or to, force her into nothing. But that is not his reality because of this. Cupcake alert. Y'all put a 100 up in there if you get what I'm saying. I'm just, hey man, look, I could book what I live, man. I could book this thing. And if I can't, then I need to start living it. But this is bookable. I'm talking about stuff that I'm doing. Put a 100 up in there if y'all get what I'm saying. Put a 100 up in there if you understand this thing. I'm telling you, we're gonna continue coming straight down the middle. And I you know what I'm saying? Because we gotta. I've seen it and I understand this is a big area that a lot of men, they have to get this thing sorted out in their life. All right, look, it says, give the water no passage, nor a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Now look, now here it go. I'm gonna put this on the screen. Cause this is why I'm like the wickedest person in Israel, or anybody who bring this out. Everybody want to act like they pure diabolical evil. Look, it says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. And I've seen elaborate doctrines and manipulations of words to kind of go against that. Hold on one sec, y'all. Let me make sure. Let me shut this off here. Okay. There. I got to put my little stuff up there. Anyway. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of just manipulation and all types of, scripture twisting that only amounts to theoreticalism or theology, whatever you want to call the word, where they babbling and they got to tap dance you around through 20 different scriptures so you don't even know what the hell they just brought out. And then they tell you, see, I told you, you ain't supposed to give her a bill of divorce. And you're like, you did? See, you ain't got the spirit. You don't understand. Man, these dudes is wizards, man. The book, basic. Only thing complicated is the manipulation of this society, man. All right, let's see what we got in good prayer to build character. Yep. See what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it 100, y'all. Let me see. I think that's all my scripts. Yep. That's my script breakdown on that. I hope y'all got them all. If not, you go back and rewind it. But yeah, man, this is an important. The thing is, when you get this part of your life in order, you get this part of your life in alignment. I mean, it's one of the strongest areas. This is the first area Satan hit at. This is where he struck. He knows a woman's power is her power to influence you. She has the power of influence. So, you gotta see it. You gotta understand that going into this thing. So yeah, y'all. And let me say one last thing. Cause I could go real deep into this whole thing, to the little minute nanoparticles. It just right now, it ain't time because I got other things to do. I'm going to go back outside. I got a bunch of work to do around here. This was my break time in the AC. But there's a lot of areas I could go deep into here. What I did is just hit it from 3 different angles, from the brotherhood angle, from just you and yourself angle and from the relationship angle, just showing the traits of a biblical man. But it goes deep in developing this stuff. And when you begin to get it, it makes overcoming a lot of other stuff, a little easier. Overcoming is still overcoming. It's still combat. It's still war. Pornography, I'm going to tell you this. Pornography is one of the ways of it gives you low self-confidence because you're like, dang, I polish up my nightstick every night. What was, you got low self-confidence. You're scared to approach a woman. You're shy all the time. You got a spirit of fear on you, and you just defeat it. On top of that, you got a little mommy boy mindset on how you feel about women. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be, redirected, and that's what this lesson kind of served to do. Like I said, email me if there's another aspect so that I could kind of focus in, because I have to be careful. You could go off in a lot of directions on this thing, and I think I did a good job of keeping it on track. And I hit most of my notes. I had a lot of notes in 2 different books too. I had to run go get them. But I had Koya go get me 2 notebooks today. So now I'll be taking better notes, and because this stuff will hit me and I'll jot it down, throw a Bible scripture with it, boom. So make richer lessons. Let's see, do what? Yeah. But that's that. I think we pretty much hit it. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. And I hope this was edifying to y'all. If it was, definitely subscribe, like, comment, share it, get the word out so we can continue getting our minds right and growing and doing what we need to do. Anyway, with that said, I'm Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. Shalom.